Today's starting lineup for the Colonia Patriots. Batting first, number 6, shortstop, Taylor Zimmerman. Batting second, number 12, second baseman, Nicole Donahue. Batting third, number 26, center fielder, Renee Warwick. Batting fourth, number 21, first baseman, Danielle Sika. Batting fifth, number 10, pitcher, Kayla Zimmerman. Batting sixth, number 23, left fielder, Kristen Wright. Batting seventh, number 4, third baseman, Samantha Chesney. Batting eighth, number 30, catcher, Becky Snyder. And batting ninth, number 24, right fielder, Marissa Tenero. For North Brunswick, head coach, Sarah Diller. Assistant coach, Katie McManus. And me.
And yourself. And me.
And Joel Chesler.
Yeah.
Running out of hands. Today's non-starters. Number 10, Brittany Sarnecki. Number 18, Kelsey Aloya. Today's starting lineup. Batting first, number 13, pitcher, Molly Kukler. Batting second, number 2, second baseman, Alyssa Otero. Batting third, number 9, shortstop, Marilyn Muldowney. Batting fifth, number 16, third baseman, Rebecca Calandria. Batting sixth, number 12, left fielder, Nicolette Aloya. I apologize. Batting fourth, number 19, first baseman, Emily Kurlander. Sorry about that. Batting seventh, number 8, catcher, Danny Franov. Batting eighth, number 22, center fielder, Crystal Bach. Batting ninth, number 1, right fielder, Crystal Powell. Today we are celebrating our seniors and Colonia seniors too. We'd like to thank them for their 4 years of time and effort on behalf of both of softball at Colonia and of course softball here at North Brunswick. The seniors for Colonia are Renee Warwick, number 26. She plays center field and next year she'll be attending the University of Delaware. Katie Trella, number 15, outfielder, and next year she'll be going to Kane University. And Becky Snyder, number 30, catcher, who will be attending Alfred University next year. For North Brunswick, our first senior, wait, oh. Come on out, parents and family.
Are you guys seniors? Turn and face this way. Are you seniors? You're the non-seniors. Oh, then she's gonna parents.
Right here, tomato. Do the whole plate.
Our first senior, number 10, Brittany Sarnecki. She is an outfielder. This is her first year playing softball. Next year, she'll be going to Middlesex County College to major in art therapy. She's escorted by center fielder Crystal Bach. Our second senior, number 1, Crystal Powell. Right fielder, escorted by her father,
Keith Pat.
Crystal, the fastest girl on the team, is still coming out.
She has been playing softball for 2 years, and she is going to Middlesex County College next year. Number 19, Emily Kurlander, first baseman, escorted by Andy and Nancy Kurlander and her sister Allie, although she's running away from them. She has been playing softball since the 2nd grade, and next year she will be attending Kane University.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And it's her mom's birthday.
Happy birthday.
She's 29.
Again.
Number 8, Danny Franov, catcher, escorted by her parents, Tootie and Lou. She has also been playing softball since her 2nd grade, and next year she'll be attending Rutgers University. And our last senior, Alyssa Princess Otero, number 2, second baseman, escorted by her mother. She has been playing since kindergarten, and next year she'll be attending Middlesex County College. We'd also like to thank our athletic director, Mr. Lou Emanuel, for coming on out and supporting us. And we'd like to give a big round of applause to all of the seniors for their time and effort on both teams. We'd also like to thank the umpires for putting up with this slight delay. And without further ado, play ball.
This is James Thompson, and you're listening to the King James Radio Network.
North Brunswick comes in with a record of 6 wins and 12 losses, so we'll see, if this is a favorable matchup or not for the Raiders. But it is also Senior Day here at Community Park, as North Brunswick honors the 4 seniors on the roster: Daniela Franoff, Danny Franoff, Emily Kurlander, Alyssa Otero, and Crystal Powell. Those are the 4 seniors here for today, and I would like to say it's a nice park. It's a nice park here at Community Park. The weather, once again, as it's been throughout this week and last week, very cloudy, sprinkling, raindrops on the ground. So, as you said, North Brunswick comes in with a record of 6 and 12, and the last time they played Colonia was on April the 7th. They defeated Colonia 15-12 in 8 innings with a 3-run top of the 8th. They went to extra innings. The Lady Raiders winning it in the top of the 8th inning. 6 different girls in the batting order had at least 1 RBI, including freshman third baseman Rebecca Calandria, who had 6 RBIs, 4 hits on the day. Sophomore first baseman Emily Kurlander, who had 3 of her own. So, I checked that. I'm sorry, senior first baseman Emily Kurlander. I just mentioned her as one of the seniors. So, we are about to get set here to go. North Brunswick in the home white jerseys with blue pants, as their colors are blue and gold letters and numbers. Colonia in the navy blue jerseys with gold letters and numbers, gray pants, black socks, or navy blue socks. So let's do the starting lineup for the Colonia Patriots. As we said, Colonia with a record of 8-10 under head coach Anne-Marie Serrana, and leading off and playing shortstop is Taylor Zimmerman. Hitting second and playing second is Nicole Donahue. Over in center field, hitting third is Renee Warwick. Batting fourth and playing first base, Danielle Sika. Kayla Zimmerman is the pitcher today for Colonia, batting fifth. Kristen Wright is in left field batting 6th. Samantha Chesney is at third base hitting 7th. Becky Snyder is the catcher batting 8th. And Marissa Tenaro is the right fielder hitting 9th. So that is the Colonia lineup for the North Brunswick Raiders. Their defensive alignment goes as follows. Playing at first base is Emily Kurlander. Over at second is Alyssa Otero. At short is the junior Marilyn Muldowney. At third is Rebecca Calandria. In left field is Nicolette Aloya. And in center field, Crystal Baksh. And over in right field is Crystal Powell, one of the seniors. And Danny Franoff is behind the plate. Molly Kukler is on the mound for North Brunswick. She has pitched the majority of North Brunswick's games for Sarah Diller. Right-handed pitcher. Molly is a sophomore, and she has the baseball, and she is in the circle. She is ready to go to pitch to the first batter of the game, Taylor Zimmerman of Colonia. We are set to go. North Brunswick and Colonia softball. First pitch swung on, and this is grounded over to third base. Rebecca Calandria has it. She throws to first in time. One pitch, one out. So a good start for Molly Kukler and the Raiders. That'll bring up Nicole Donahue. No, I'm all right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, thank you. So Nicole Donahue is at the plate, and as we get a timeout for some equipment issues with Danny Franoff, the catcher, but nice lady offering to with the umbrella to cover up the equipment here. I think the board is pretty good. I'm pretty good with the board. It's just the laptop that, hopefully the laptop will survive. Yesterday didn't do too good, as Danny Franoff is getting some equipment issues straightened out. But it is sprinkling, and now, thankfully, it looks like the rain is tapering off just a little bit. Hopefully it will stop altogether and we can get this game in. Rain is in the forecast basically the entire week this week. I was, the athletic director here at North Brunswick Township High School. We're at Community Park, but you know what I mean. Mr. Lewis Emanuel was telling me that, he sees, he was told rain is in the forecast basically the entire week. North Brunswick has a couple of baseball games tomorrow and Thursday, which we will have on the King James Radio Network as well. North Brunswick playing Edison tomorrow, for baseball side, and then on Thursday against South Brunswick. But in the meantime, it appears to be the helmet of Danny Franoff that is the issue, and head coach Sarah Diller trying to straighten it out. So a slight delay. Looks like we're going to get another one here. But one out on one pitch for Molly Kukler, and now the rain is picking up again. So that'll bring up Nicole Donahue. Donahue, the starting second baseman today for Colonia, and now, the rain picking up in intensity. And Kukler's first pitch is inside. Did it hit her? Yes, it did. It grazed her. And so Nicole Donahue will get the pass to first base. First hit batsman for Kukler. So here's Renee Warwick. Warwick is the center fielder. And Molly Kukler's first pitch, she bunts it, and it bunts it right back in front of the box. Going to second is Kukler, but did not have a play there as Donahue is safe. So Warwick will reach on the fielder's choice. The only play there really was to first, but sophomore pitcher, so she'll learn it along the way. Here's Daniela Sika, the first baseman for Colonia. And Kukler's first pitch, swing and a miss, foul tipped into the mitt. No balls and one strike. Glad to be here on our maiden voyage of North Brunswick Raiders softball on the King James Radio Network. Even if it is raining all over the place. Next pitch, swung on, and this is grounded. It's going to be foul down the third base line. I didn't see a signal from either umpire. But it's 0-2. So no balls and two strikes. Of course, it was fine this morning and up until this afternoon, there was no rain. There was just the sun was even breaking out at times. But, of course, just before game time, it starts raining. Next pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Danny Franoff. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. First inning, and my scorebook is already drenched. As Kukler with the 1-2 swung on, and this is popped up in the air. Kukler will take it herself right at the circle for the out. A nice jam job there from Molly Kukler. She got in on the hands of Danielle Sika, who really hurt the Raiders in their first game on April the 7th. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she had 6 RBIs that day. Here's Kayla Zimmerman. North Brunswick did win the game 15-12. First pitch is inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. One of the things that Molly Kukler has been able to cut down on is the hit batsman. And next pitch, swung on and chopped foul behind the plate. So it is 1 ball and 1 strike on Kayla Zimmerman, who is the opposing pitcher for Colonia today. Just underway here at Community Park, North Brunswick and Colonia. It is senior day here for the Lady Raiders as Danny Franoff will adjust her helmet once again behind the plate. So 1-1. Runner on second for Colonia. And Kukler into the line. Her next pitch is Mrs. Lowe. Runners at first and second. 2 balls and 1 strike on Kayla Zimmerman. And next pitch is a fastball inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike with 1 out in the inning. And Kukler's next pitch swung on, and this is popped up. And shortstop Marilyn Muldowney has it. There's 2 out in the inning. And side retired. So, a nice job there from Molly Kukler to, a couple of runners got on, but she was able to get out of it without any damage. So a nice job there by Ms. Kukler. So for Colonia, no runs on no hits. They leave 2. We've played played half an inning rather, here at Community Park, and it is Colonia 0 and North Brunswick coming to bat on the King James Radio Network.
Here in New Jersey, and we care about our new community, and that's why I want to tell you about 211. If you're facing foreclosure or having trouble feeding your family, whether it's a personal crisis or just an everyday concern, when you need help, dial 211. A caring professional who knows the community resources will help you find the answer. That's 211.
Welcome back to Community Park. Corbett Thompson here on the web at Ustream and the King James Radio Network at jamesisking.com. I'll tell you guys in advance, I had the same issue yesterday with the rain. It gets into the laptop, and then, when I try to play stuff in between innings, it stops and starts and stops and starts, and it doesn't go particularly well. So I'll warn you guys in advance. But bottom of the first, Colonia held off the board. North Brunswick coming to bat. So we'll get the North Brunswick lineup in for you. Leading off is the pitcher, Molly Kukler. At second, batting second is Alyssa Otero. At shortstop, hitting third, Marilyn Muldowney. Hitting cleanup and playing first base is Emily Kurlander. Batting fifth and playing third base is Rebecca Calandria. As Taylor Zimmerman's first pitch is a fastball at the knees for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Molly Kukler. So, as I was saying, Nicoletta Williams, the left fielder, hitting 6th. Danny Franoff is the catcher, hitting 7th. Crystal Box is hitting 8th in center field as this one is looped in the right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It gets past the right fielder and going to second base. And now turning and going to third is Molly Kukler. She is in with a triple. Ball gets away, goes over the head of Taylor Zimmerman, the shortstop. Marissa Tenaro overran it in right field, and it bounced past her. And Molly Kukler with a leadoff triple for the Raiders. So that'll bring up Alyssa Otero. Otero, one of the seniors being honored today here on Senior Day. As Taylor Zimmerman goes into the line, and she bunts, and it goes foul behind the plate. And it is no balls and 1 strike on Alyssa Otero. By the way, in case you're wondering, if the ball goes behind the fence and out of play, we have a ball dog, if you will. Not a bulldog, but a ball dog that fetches all the foul balls. 0-1 pitch, and it's slapped right side of the mound. Zimmerman fields, throws to first in time for the out. Holding the runner, Molly Kukler, at third. Zimmerman was able to get it over to Nicole Donahue, who was covering. So score that. Scored 2-4 on the putout. That'll bring up Marilyn Muldowney. And first pitch is a fastball up high for a ball 1. Muldowney is a junior, 3-sport athlete. Softball, soccer, and basketball. And next pitch swung on, and this is hit hard, but foul down the third baseline. 1 ball and 1 strike. Muldowney is the 6th man on the North Brunswick girls basketball team. She'll get a chance to be a starter next year. We had a chance to talk to Marilyn on the post-game show after a game this past season. It was against Colonia, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. Next pitch is a fastball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Marilyn Muldowney. And it looks like the rain has subsided, hopefully. So 2-1. And next pitch is a fastball up high for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on the junior shortstop, Marilyn Muldowney. With Molly Kukler at third. And Zimmerman's next pitch swung on and popped up behind the plate. It's going to go out of play. And our ball dog will go to work to go down into the trees there and get it. Which she did. She got it. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. I've never seen that. A ball dog. Anyway, 3-2 on Muldowney. Zimmerman's next pitch swung on and chopped on the ground over to short. The run will score as Taylor Zimmerman throws it to first in time to get Muldowney, but she does get an RBI on the ground out as Molly Kukler will come in to score, and North Brunswick has the early 1-0 lead. So 2 outs, and that will bring up the first baseman, Emily Kurlander. Taylor Zimmerman's first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. So bases are empty now with 2 out, and Zimmerman's next pitch is popped up to third, and making the easy grab by the third base bag is Samantha Klesny for the third out. Side retired. But North Brunswick, they do get a run, and they do it on 1 hit. Nobody left. So a nice job by the Raiders there. And so we have played 1 here in North Brunswick, and it is now North Brunswick 1, Colonia 0 on the King James Radio Network.
McGruff here.
The crime dog?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna need your help. I've got an internet bully.
Okay, well, what you do is...
Maybe you could put a virus on her computer. Or a tracking device. Or a bug.
You don't have to do that, all you...
Or maybe we could get an attack dog. You ever see those attack dogs that can, rip a person's arm off? Seriously. Or like a SWAT team. A cyber SWAT team or something. Or like an army. Did you ever see that zombie army movie? We should get a zombie army.
Wait. All you need to do to stop an internet bully is delete their messages and never forward them on.
So, no zombies?
No zombies.
Bummer.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. For more information, visit ncpc.org.
Welcome back to North Brunswick Community Park. Molly Kukler is on the mound for inning number 2 as the Raiders now lead at 1-0, and her first pitch to the left fielder, Kristen Wright, is at the knees for a called strike. And next pitch, fastball fouled back into the cage. So no balls and 2 strikes. If you guys were listening before the game started, you heard the introduction of the teams in the starting lineups here for Senior Day. Next pitch from Kukler. It misses somewhere, probably up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So as we said, hopefully this is the last we see of the rain for at least the portion of the game. 1-2 pitch misses low with a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, in softball, you don't see a lot of breaking pitches and curveballs and off speeds. Every now and again you will, but not often. As Molly Kukler with the 2-2
message from the U.S. Department of Justice,
Crime
Prevention Coalition of
right side, and go over to get it is the second baseman for North Brunswick, Alyssa Otero, for the first out, 1 man down. So Otero catches the pop-up, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Samantha Klesny. So that's what I was talking about with the laptop. It just does what it wants to do when it's wet like that, and it starts reacting at any time, trying to overtake me. But anyway, Samantha Klesny at the plate. Molly Kukler's first pitch, swung on and grounded over to second. Otero fields and throws to first in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the second. And that will bring up the catcher, Becky Snyder. Snyder hitting number 8 in the order. Looks like if she gets a hold of one, it might go quite a ways. Outfield playing straight away. First pitch and misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Field dimensions here at Community Park on the softball field, number 6 here. 200 feet all the way around. Next pitch, swung on and fouled. Hit Snyder while she was in the batter's box. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So 200 down the right field line, 200 to straightaway center, and 200 feet to left. And next pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So North Brunswick, I'm sure Sarah Diller has to be happy with the fact that they're able to put a run up on the board in the bottom of the first inning, as the Raiders now have broken their scoreless streak. And next pitch is a fastball up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Raiders have gone 15 innings without scoring a run in the last 2+ games. And next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And side retired. First strikeout of the game for Molly Kukler. So Colonia goes down 1-2-3 in their half of the second. So we have played 1.5 here in North Brunswick. It is North Brunswick 1, Colonia 0 on the King James Radio Network.
Face it, there are some things you simply cannot control. But there are some really important things you can control. Like keeping your family healthy and safe. Steps you can take to make sure the important things in your life are under control. The American Diabetes Association has a free booklet called Planning for a Healthy Life, and it'll help you do just that, with information on everything from healthier eating choices, choosing a doctor, and managing your finances, to planning for a secure retirement. To get your free copy, call 1-800-DIABETES or go to diabetes.org/lifeplanner. Order yours today and take control of your life. Brought to you by the American Diabetes Association, because we want everyone to be healthy and happy.
Welcome back to Community Park in North Brunswick. We go to the bottom of the second inning. North Brunswick Raiders softball on the air today. Our first broadcast for the ladies. We hope to perhaps get them in a county tournament game coming up here next week. We'll see what the schedule holds. But for today, the Lady Raiders have a 1-0 lead over Colonia. And at the plate is Rebecca Calandria. And first pitch from Kayla Zimmerman is down low for a ball 1. As Zimmerman, who's wearing a face guard out there. Next pitch swung on, and this is grounded up the middle for a base hit. So a nice piece of hitting there by Rebecca Calandria. She is on with the leadoff single. second hit of the game for the Raiders. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Nicolette Aloya. Aloya is a junior. And first pitch, runner goes. Nope, does not go. Pitch is bunted at and missed for a strike, and it's 0-1. So we'll see if Sarah Diller wants to play small ball here. And Aloya clearly showing bunt. Infield charging at the corners, now pulls it back and swings and misses at a fastball. And no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2. And Kayla Zimmerman now winds, and next pitch is a fastball way up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it looks like there's a loose softball in foul ground on right field, down the right field line. So that'll be taken care of. But in the meantime, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Nicolette Aloya. As Zimmerman into the wind, 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled back. So the count remains at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Aloya squares the bunt, we'll see if she pulls it back with 2 strikes. She does. Pitches up and outside. So the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Aloya will try it once again. 2-2 pitch, and pitches low. So the count goes full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. North Brunswick, after today, gets pretty tough going towards the end of the regular season. As Zimmerman with the 3-2 swung on, and this is grounded past the mound over to short. Taylor Zimmerman has it. She throws over to first in time for the out. And that'll be the first out of the second inning. Meanwhile, Calandria moves down to second. It was a slow roller to short. That'll bring up catcher, Danny Franoff. Danny, one of the seniors, heading to Rutgers University next year. And first pitch, off-speed pitch, is at the knees for a called strike. So it's 0-1 on Danny Franoff. Still sprinkling here at Community Park. And next pitch, fastball, misses up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So hopefully I don't, I should have brought a towel with me to keep all the water out. 1-1. Next pitch swung, and this is looped in the right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Calandria at third now coming to the plate. The throw to the plate, and she's going to be tagged out. Meanwhile, the throw down to second is off of the shortstop, Taylor Zimmerman, off the glove. So Franoff is safe. So a single for Franoff. Calandria cut down at the plate. So scored at 9-2 on the putout. Good throw from Marissa Tenero. Goes into Becky Snyder for the out. And in the meantime, we're going to get a runner here on the North Brunswick side. Now running at second base. As first pitch is swung on and fouled off by Crystal Bach. It's 0-1. I believe that's Kelsey Aloya who's running at second base, but we'll double check that. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And Bach behind in the count, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Now 2 out in the inning. Still 1-0 North Brunswick. 0-2 pitch, foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. Side retired. So, North Brunswick threatens, but they do not score. And actually, the courtesy runner at second base was number 10, Brittany Sarnecki. So, Sarnecki is left stranded at second for North Brunswick. No runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. And so we have played 2 innings here at Community Park. And it is North Brunswick 1. Here we go. North Brunswick 1 and Colonia nothing on the King James Radio Network.
Hi, I'm David Mazzella, pastor of Lighthouse Christian Fellowship, home of Cornerstone Christian School. Cornerstone is a private pre-K through 4th grade Christian academy located at 100 Hardenberg Lane in East Brunswick, New Jersey, right across from the Tamarack Golf Course. All studies show that it's in these first few years of your child's life where your moral compass is set.
Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. And first pitch from Molly Kuchler is swung on and fouled back by the number 9 hitter, Marissa Tenero. No balls and 1 strike. As the Colonia side of my scorebook is barely legible, but nevertheless, Kuchler with the 0-1 misses way up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Molly Kuchler will bring her next pitch. Molly Kuchler, and next pitch is up high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. So North Brunswick, as we said, coming in, they've lost 5 of their last 6, trying to get straightened out here in these last few games before the GMC tournament. And 2-1 pitch misses up high for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. They've had some tough battles with teams like Bishop Bar and South Plainfield in the GMC White Division. And 3-1 pitch misses up high, ball 4. So Marissa Tenaro is on with the leadoff walk. First walk of the game issued by Molly Kuchler. I'll get it right. I get thrown off by the CH, but it's Kuchler. So Marissa Tenaro is on first, and that'll bring it back to the top of the order. And Taylor Zimmerman, who scores the bunt, but takes the pitch up high for a ball, and that's ball 1. Taylor Zimmerman grounded out to third her first time up. So Molly Kuchler will deliver her next pitch, and it's a fastball at the belt for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. Slight breeze here at Community Park as Zimmerman threatening the bunt and does not as the pitch is up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. North Brunswick will go the rest of the way against 13-3 Monroe. 2-12 Perth Amboy. Next pitch, that's up high. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Taylor Zimmerman. But 2-12 Perth Amboy, Manalapan at 9-6. They take on Manalapan on Friday. The Lady Raiders play every day this week, Monday through Friday. Next pitch is bunted, first base side, and over to field it is Emily Kurlander, and she is able to get the out just barely, throwing it to Alyssa Otero. So sacrifice there, 3-4. So that's the first out as Marissa Tenaro now moves down to second. And that'll bring up Nicole Donahue, the second baseman. Donahue was hit by a pitch, barely, but she was. First pitch, and Kuchler took a little something off of that, but it's outside for a ball. Ball 1. North Brunswick with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd. And Kuchler's next pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. North Brunswick trying to get a win here on Senior Day. And it's a 1-1 count. And Kuchler's next pitch misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And as I said, Kukler has done a better job of avoiding the hit batsman. 2-1, squares the bunt, but doesn't, takes it up high, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Infield in at the corners. And the 3-1 pitch is a fastball up high, ball 4. Second walk of the inning from Molly Kukler, and then Danny Franoff and, matter of fact, the entire Raider infield will try to settle down Miss Kukler, saving Sarah Diller a trip to the mound. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. And the center fielder, Renee Warwick, is due up. Home plate umpire will go up to break up the conference on the mound. Renee Warwick hit into a fielder's choice her first time up. We're at field number 6 here at Community Park. North Brunswick with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third, but Colonia threatening with runners at first and second. And Kukler's pitch swung on, and this is looped in the short center, but Muldowney has it. She makes the catch. Marilyn Muldowney drifting back. And that is the second out. The runners hold. So Kukler 1 out away from getting out of the inning. Here's Danielle Sika, who, as we talked about the last time, she really hurt the Raiders in their first game on April the 7th. And she's got an opportunity to do it again here. First pitch is a fastball at the belt for a strike. 0-1. So a big point in the game here for Molly Kukler if she can get out of this inning. And next pitch, fastball, misses up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, 2 out. Here in the top of the third. North Brunswick still with a 1-0 lead. Kukler with her next pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So runners take their stance, their running stance, and 1-2 pitch. Swung on a foul back. And the ball dog was ready to get it, but it stays in the yard. Still 1-2. Nice to know that she's paying attention. She's paying attention to what's going on in the game, actually waiting for one to come her way. I wish I could train my dog like that, believe me. Kukler with the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. Side retired. So a nice job there by Molly Kukler. She had 2 runners on, but she gets out of it without any runs crossing the plate. Second strikeout of the game for Kukler. So for Colonia, no runs on no hits. They leave 2. We've played 2.5 here in North Brunswick, and it is North Brunswick 1, Colonia 0 on the King James Radio Network.
Hi, I'm David Mazzella, pastor of Lighthouse Christian Fellowship, home of Cornerstone Christian School. Cornerstone is a private pre-K through 4th grade Christian academy located at 100 Hardenberg Lane in East Brunswick, New Jersey, right across from the Tamarack Golf Course. All studies show that it's in these first few years of your child's life where your moral compass is set. In other words, if you want your child to honor God and love others, it starts early. We've been here for over 25 years providing the highest level of excellence in moral values and academics. At Cornerstone, we work with parents to assure a nurturing environment that respects the home, family, and church. At Cornerstone, our classes are small, which truly works in the favor of both child and teacher. At Cornerstone, your child will not get lost in the crowd. Each child receives personal and loving attention. So call Cornerstone Christian School today to set up an appointment. Our number is 732-422-7066. That's 732-422-7066. Again, 732-422-7066.
Welcome back to North Brunswick Township High School, or check that, Community Park. Just down the road from the high school. Crystal Powell is the hitter. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Lady Raiders here in the bottom of the third. And Powell is ahead of the count 2-0. She took 2 fastballs low and out of the zone from Kayla Zimmerman. And Zimmerman's next pitch, fastball low, ball 3. So Crystal Powell ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Crystal is a senior on senior day. She'll be heading to Middlesex County College next year. And so Kayla Zimmerman with the 3-0. Powell bunts it in front of the plate. And off to field it is the catcher, Becky Snyder. And she makes a good throw to first to get the out. 1 man down. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe the count was 3-0. So a little unorthodox to bunt in that situation, but score it 2-3. And that'll bring up Molly Kukler, and her first pitch is swung on and fouled back. No balls and 1 strike on Kukler. Kukler hit herself a triple to lead off the game. And next pitch, swung on and popped up in the infield. Over to get it is the second baseman, Nicole Donahue, and she has it for the second out. That'll bring up Alyssa Otero. Otero, the second baseman. Another senior who is heading to Middlesex County College. And her first pitch, fastball misses up high, ball 1. Alyssa grounded out her first time up. And next pitch, fastball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. 2 men down here in the bottom of the third. And next pitch is a fastball missing inside. So 3 balls and no strikes. North Brunswick, it's not like they've been blown out a lot this year. You know, they've had some pretty close games. So 3-0 pitch is at the belt for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. I'm sure if I went down the ledger of just the different games that North Brunswick has been in this year, you'll see what I mean. 3-1 pitch swung on, and this is fouled off to the right and out of play. And so Otero now with a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just to kind of give you a quick snapshot, and maybe we'll do this in the next inning. It's 3-2 here. And 3-2 pitch, swung on and chopped foul, and it hit Otero while she was still in the batter's box. So the count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Zimmerman's next pitch is a fastball up high, ball 4. So the 2-out walk puts Otero on first. That is the first walk of the game issued by Kayla Zimmerman. And the junior shortstop, Marilyn Muldowney, will step in. And Zimmerman's first pitch is a fastball up and out of the zone for ball 1. Muldowney with the only RBI of the game. An RBI ground out back in the first, and now the rain is starting to pick up yet again. And next pitch swung on, and this one has popped up in the infield. And it is dropped. Collision between Taylor Zimmerman and Renee Warwick. And everybody is safe. So Muldowney is at second. Muldowney makes it down to second. Alyssa Otero is at third. You have to score that an error on the center fielder. She was the one that had the best angle. So now North Brunswick catching a break there. Runners is second and third for Emily Kurlander. First pitch, fastball up and in. Kurlander had to duck out of the way, and it's ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes. And now Zimmerman with the 1-0 swung on, and this is hit foul down the left field line. So now 1 ball and 1 strike on Emily Kurlander. We're in the last of the fourth. The last of the third, rather. It's North Brunswick 1, Colonia nothing. And Zimmerman with her next pitch swung on, and this is shot over to short. Taylor Zimmerman has it. She throws to first in time for the out. Side retired. Nice stretch there by the first baseman, Daniel Sika. And so North Brunswick, they threaten, but they do not score. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left. And we have played 3 here in North Brunswick. And it is North Brunswick still with a 1-0 lead on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park. Corbett Thompson here on the web at Ustream.tv. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Colonia with a 1-0 lead. And the first batter of the inning, Kayla Zimmerman, pokes a single to right field. And Katie Triller will come in and run for her as a courtesy runner. So runner on first, nobody out. Next pitch is bunted back to the pitcher. Kukler will go to first this time with it and get the out there. Kristen Wright was the hitter. So sacrifice for Wright. So that will move Katie Triller over to second with 1 out. And that will bring up the third baseman, Samantha Klesny. Klesny grounded out her first time up. Kukler's first pitch, a little bit off speed for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes. So we're in the top of the 4th. North Brunswick hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Next pitch, swung on and chopped up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Rounding third and trying to score is Zimmerman. The throw coming into the plate will not be in time. As a matter of fact, it gets past the catcher, Franoff, heading down to second on the throw is Samantha Klesny. She has an RBI, and we are tied at 1. And that'll bring up, the catcher, Becky Snyder. Snyder grounded out, check that, struck out her first time up. And first pitch is a fastball up high for ball 1. So, give an RBI to Klesny as next pitch is fastball up high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. An error on the throw from the third baseman, Rebecca Calandria. And next pitch, fastball at the knees for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. So we are tied at 1 here in the top of the 4th with a runner on second in Kayla Zimmerman. And pitch is swung on a line, fair down the third base line past Calandria, and coming around the score as the throw comes into second, and out at second base is Klesny coming in to score. Check that, Snyder rather. Snyder is out. Klesny scores. And so Colonia now has taken a 2-1 lead. So credit Snyder with an RBI single. Second straight hit of the inning. And next pitch to Marissa Tonaro is fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. Tonaro walked her first time up. So Maui Kuku will try to settle in here. Next pitch swung on and grounded softly to third. And Kurlander will make the throw to first in time for the out. Check that, Calandria making the throw to first to Kurlander. Side retired. But not before Colonia puts a couple of runs on the board. And they do it on 3 hits. And they leave 1. So we have played 3.5 here at Community Park in North Brunswick. And it is now Colonia 2 and North Brunswick 1 on the King James Radio Network.
McGruff here.
The crime dog?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna need your help. I've got an internet bully.
Okay, well, what you do is...
Maybe you could put a virus on her computer. Or a tracking device. Or a bug.
You don't have to do that, all you...
Or maybe we could get an attack dog. You ever see those attack dogs that can, like, rip a person's arm off? Seriously. Or like a SWAT team. A cyber SWAT team or something. Or like an army. Did you ever see that zombie army movie? We should get a zombie army.
Wait. All you need to do to stop an internet bully is delete their messages and never forward them on.
So, no zombies?
No zombies.
Bummer.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. For more information, visit ncpc.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, Crime Prevention Coalition of America, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Colonia with a 2-1 lead. First pitch from Kayla Zimmerman to Rebecca Calandria is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. So Calandria is on with a leadoff single. That's her second hit of the day. She is 2 for 2. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Nicolette Aloya. Aloya grounded out her first time up, and she squares the bunt, gets it down third base side, and the throw will go to first from Samantha Klesny, and now caught off second, and she's going to be tagged out. Is Calandria. She went too far off a second. And the first baseman, Daniel Sika, recognized that, and she ran her down, ran it over, and gave it to Taylor Zimmerman, who put the tag on. So 5-3 on the bunt play, and then 3-6 on the putout, and there's 2 away. And next batter is Danny Franoff, who takes a fastball up high, ball 1. So it was a sacrifice for Aloya. It was successful. And next pitch, Franoff swings and hits this in the center field, and they'll drop in front for a base hit. So Danny Franoff has herself a 2-out single. 5th hit of the game for the Raiders. And it looks like we will get a courtesy runner here for the Raiders. Brittany Sarnicki will once again go in. So she is on first, running for Franoff. And Crystal Box is the hitter. And swing and a miss on a fastball. 0-1. Crystal, a left-handed hitter, facing the right-hander, Kayla Zimmerman. So no balls and 1 strike. And next pitch swung on and popped up foul. Back into the semicircular cage. And that's 0-2. So North Brunswick now down 2-1 here in the last of the fourth. Runner on second with 2 out. And next pitch swung on and it goes foul. Foul ball. Box got a piece of it. So it's still no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Last of the fourth, Colonia with a 2-1 lead on North Brunswick. And next pitch, fastball outside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. And next pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Side retired. So North Brunswick tried to get something going with a couple of hits, but didn't exactly work out. No runs on 2 hits. The Raiders leave 1. We've played 4 here at Community Park. And it is Colonia 2 and North Brunswick 1. Back in a moment on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Corbett Thompson here on the web at ustream.tv. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's Colonia 2 and North Brunswick 1. Molly Kukler taking her warm-ups for the 5th. And so it'll be, in the Colonia batting order, it'll be 1, 2, and 3. Taylor Zimmerman, Nicole Donahue, and Renee Warwick due up for the Patriots. As home plate umpire brings over the towel. My table is all drenched with water. Well, at least I won't have to clean it today to get it ready for tomorrow. So Molly Kukler backed out for inning number 5. And her first pitch to Zimmerman is fastball missing low, ball 1. Colonia, of course, has 2 Zimmermans, a Taylor Zimmerman and a Kayla Zimmerman. And Kukler's next pitch, fastball swung on and hit down the left field line, but it's going to go foul. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. And Kugler into the line, 1-1 pitch, swung on, and this is fouled off, right side. And the Bulldog, sure enough, going after 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. And next pitch, fastball. This is swung on and fouled off. High fastball. So still 1-2. Looking at the GMC White Division schedule for today in the softball world. We'll run that down to you. As Kukler now into the line. And 1-2 pitch, fastball misses low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Taylor Zimmerman. JFK at 8-8, taking on Monroe today. In Monroe at 13-3. And next pitch, swung on, and this is popped up in front of the mound. Kukler will field it herself. And that is the first out. So 1 out. And that'll bring up Nicole Donahue. Donahue has reached base twice. She's been hit by a pitch and she has walked. So Kukler, hands up high, now into the line. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. So JFK and Monroe today, and then South Plainfield at 16-2 facing Carteret at 6-10. South Plainfield leads the GMC White Division by a half a game with 2 games left division-wise on their schedule, as Kukler puts in a fastball for a strike at the knees. And it's 1-1 on Nicole Donahue. Monroe is second half game out, 9-2. Next pitch, swing and a miss from Donahue. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. And into the line is Kukler. 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. So it stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I love this Bulldog they got here. They got, first of all, it's a yellow shirt on the dog, and she's right at the back of the cage there, just waiting for a foul ball to come back. 1-2 pitch is in the dirt, about a 40-footer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's about 43 feet between the pitching rubber and the plate. So that one went about 40 feet from Kukler, so she'll try it again. Into the line, 2-2 pitch. Fastball inside. So the count goes full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th. 3-2 pitch, swung on and grounded past the pitcher. Over to short, Muldowney fields, throws to first. In time for the out. 2 men down. So good play by Marilyn Muldowney. Ranging to her left. So 2 outs. And that'll bring up Renee Warwick. Warwick is 0 for 2. And first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So Kukler will try to get a 1-2-3 inning here. And next pitch in the dirt, and Warwick had to skip out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out. Rain is almost stopped, not quite. 2-0 pitch is a fastball at the belt for a strike. And it's 2-1. My thanks to Mr. Joel Chesler, one of the coaches for the North Brunswick softball team, for helping me set up here today. Next pitch, fastball misses low, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1 is fastball outside, or low rather, ball 4. So 2-out walk. Kugler has been able to stay away from the walks for the most part. That's her 3rd. So that'll bring up Danielle Sika, the first baseman, who is 0 for 2. She has popped out and struck out. And first pitch, swung on, and this is grounded in the hole to short. Muldowney fields. Long throw to first in time for the out. Side retired. Couple of nice plays in the field from the junior shortstop, Marilyn Muldowney. You've almost come to expect that type of play from her no matter what sport she's playing, whether it be soccer, basketball, or softball. So Muldowney with the nice throw to end the top half of the 5th. So for Colonia, no runs on no hits, no errors, and Colonia leaves 1. We played 4.5 here in North Brunswick, and it is Colonia 2 and North Brunswick 1 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to North Brunswick Community Park, to be exact. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Raiders are down 2-1 at the hands of the Patriots, and North Brunswick will try to generate some offense here. Raiders have 5 hits on the day. It'll be 9-1 and 2 in the batting order. Crystal Powell will lead things off. Powell with a sacrifice bunt back in the 3rd inning. And first pitch is bunted foul. So this time she was bunting for a base hit. She bunts it foul on the first base side. And so it's 0-1. So Kayla Zimmerman with the infield playing in. Powell squares the bunt, but the ball scoots by the catcher on the ground. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. And Zimmerman's next pitch, fastball up high over the head of the catcher, Becky Snyder. And it is 2 balls and 1 strike on Crystal Powell. Powell, a right-handed hitter. As Kayla Zimmerman into the wind, and next pitch swung on a miss. Powell was a little late. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the senior. 4 seniors honored here for Senior Day at North Brunswick Township High School. 2-2 pitch, swung on a miss. For the 3rd strike, 1 down. So that'll bring it back to the top of the order. And Molly Kukler. Molly is 1 for 2. She has a triple and she has popped out. So Kayla Zimmerman once again infield in at the corners. First pitch. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. The Raiders are down 2-1 here. The last of the 5th. And Zimmerman's next pitch is a fastball up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. Zimmerman into the wind. 1-1 pitch. This one is swung on and hit into right center field. 3 fielders coming in. Nobody gets it. And it'll drop in for a base hit in front of the Bermuda Triangle there. So Kukler is on with a 1-out single. North Brunswick will try to get her across. Alyssa Otero will be the hitter. Otero 0 for 1 with a walk. So Otero will try to get her over. Kukler is on first, and pitch swung on and fouled back into the trees. And no balls and 1 strike. And our ball dog is after that one. And she got it. How about that? She actually found it. Most people wouldn't have found that ball, but she did. And 0-1 pitch, fastball. This is swung on and cued foul towards the Colonia dugout. So Otero in the hole at 0-2. 1 out in the inning. Raiders are down by a score of 2-1. Marilyn Muldowney is on deck. Lady Raiders would like to get their big hitters up. Next pitch swung on and popped up right side, and it is dropped in fair territory. And umpire ruling fair. The first baseman, Danielle Seekard, had her feet in fair territory when the ball hit her glove and fell. But because of the confusion, Molly Kukler was caught off of first base, didn't know whether to run or go back. She is tagged out. So 3 unassisted on the putout. It'll be ruled a fielder's choice for Otero. 2-out runner on first. Here's Muldowney. Fastball up high for ball 1. Muldowney is 1 for 2. She checked at 0 for 2. She's reached on an error, but she has an RBI ground out, the only one in the game for the Raiders. Next pitch is a fastball missing low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rain starting to slightly pick up again. It's been like that all day. And so Zimmerman into the line. 1-1 pitch swung on and shot foul outside of third. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'll say this for Mary Lynn. She doesn't get cheated up there. She takes her hacks. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the rain is now picking up a little bit more. And 1-2 from Zimmerman. Swung. This is grounded foul down the third baseline. That was close. So still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Marilyn Muldowney trying to get this run across here for the Lady Raiders if she can. It's 1-2. And next pitch from Zimmerman, swung on and grounded. And this is another foul ball. And she hit a bullet down the third baseline. But another one going foul, still 1-2. So still 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 men out. So we'll try it again here at 1-2. And next pitch is in the dirt. No advance from the runner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. And they'll go ahead and get a new baseball here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Marilyn Muldowney trying to tie this one up or take the lead. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and this is grounded in the hole. Base hit. Stopping at second will be Otero. So she is at second with 2 out. And that'll bring up Emily Kurlander. Kurlander is 0 for 2. She has popped out and grounded out. And so Kayla Zimmerman with her first pitch swung on, and this is chopped over to second base. Over to get it is Nicole Donahue. She makes the throw to first for the out. Side retired. Well, North Brunswick, they threaten once again, but do not score. So for the Lady Raiders, no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2. We played 5 here in North Brunswick, and it is North Brunswick trailing Colonia 2-1 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and Molly Kukler back out. North Brunswick trailing 2-1 at the hands of Colonia. Kukler's first pitch is swung on and fouled back. No balls and 1 strike to Kayla Zimmerman. So Kukler into the wide, and her next pitch is a fastball missing up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order for Colonia. Kayla Zimmerman, Kristen Wright, and Samantha Klesny. And next pitch, fastball up high over the head of Danny Franoff. 2 balls and 1 strike on Kayla Zimmerman. So North Brunswick trying to hold it here down to their final 6 outs here on Senior Day. 2-1 pitch and a fastball at the belt for a strike. Perhaps caught the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a 2-2 pitch, fastball swung on, grounded over to short. Marilyn Muldowney ranging to her left. Fields and throws to first in time for the out. 1 man down. So Marilyn Muldowney continuing to excel out there at shortstop. That brings up Kristen Wright, who is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Wright, also a member of the Colonia girls basketball team. First pitch, swung on, and this is popped up. And over at second base is Alyssa Otero. She makes the catch, and that's 2 down. So, 2 out, and that'll bring up Samantha Klesny, who is 1 for 2. She is singled and grounded out. And first pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So Molly Kukler into the wide. Next pitch, a little bit off speed with that one. 2 balls and no strikes. That one missing up high. So 2-0 on Samantha Klesny. And a 2-0 pitch, fastball swung on, and this one grounded over to third. Getting that one is Rebecca Calandria. She throws to first in time for the out. Side retired. So a nice 1-2-3 inning there for Molly Kukler in the top of the 6th. North Brunswick will try to get this one back if they can. So no runs, no hits, nobody left. We've played 5.5 here at Community Park. And it is Colonia 2, North Brunswick 1 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher in the game for Colonia. As I try to see through the raindrops, it'll be Leanne Zernowski. I hope I got that right. Zernowski. It starts with a D, and then he throws a Z in after that. So Leanne Zernowski. Like I said, I hope I got that right. But she is in the game for Colonia. So Zoranowski will pitch to 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order, starting with Rebecca Calandria, and then Nicoletta Loya and Danny Franoff. So here is Calandria. She is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And first pitch swung on and popped up right side. And the calling off was Marissa Tenaro, but the ball drops in front. She called off Nicole Donahue, the second baseman. Donahue drifted back. Tenaro came in, and it looked like she called Donahue off, but ball drops in front, so that gives Rebecca Calandria her 3rd hit of the day. And first pitch in the dirt to Aloya, and with Calandria going, throw down to second. She is safe. Calandria running on the wild pitch, and she makes it. So Nicoletta Aloya now with a runner in scoring position. A 1-0 count. Aloya is 0 for 1. She does have a sacrifice bunt to her credit. Next pitch. Fastball up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. And next pitch, fastball up high for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. And 3-0 pitch is at the knees for a called strike. Now it's 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. And 3-1 pitch swung on a popped up foul behind the plate. This one will go out of play, and the ball dog will chase that down. So the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch, fastball up high, ball 4. So now with Calandria at second, Aloya is down at first. Nobody out in the inning. Danny Franoff is at the plate. Danny is also 2 for 2 with 2 singles. So she will try to make something happen here. First pitch, fastball on the inside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. So North Brunswick with probably their best opportunity of the game here. Next pitch, fastball up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Crystal Box is on deck. So next pitch, swung on, and this is hit softly down the left field line, but it's going to go foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Leanne Dziranowski trying to hold it here for Colonia. But North Brunswick trying to make something happen. Next pitch to Franoff is a fastball, just misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rebecca Calandria is the runner at second. Nicolette Aloya is at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. North Brunswick down 2-1. Next pitch, fastball swung on, and this is grounded over to third. Stepping on third is Klesny, and she'll have no other play. She does get the lead runner. So Calandria is out. And Franoff reaches on the fielder's choice. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for first base. Aloya is at second. Courtesy runner for Daniela Franoff. And it'll be number 3, Jackie Carlson. So she is at first base. And it'll bring up Crystal Box. Her first pitch, and she tries to bunt. It's a strike, gets past the catcher. The runners delayed it. The runners didn't know what to do. They thought it was a foul ball, but they do advance. So runners at second and third now with 1 out and 1 strike on Crystal Box. So Dziranowski will try to compose herself here against the left-handed hitting Box. And next pitch, she slaps at it and misses for strike 2. So we'll see if Sarah Diller wants to do something else here. Now down 0-2. Next pitch, swung on, and this is hit into right field. Making the catch is Tenaro. The runners will hold. And it's 2 outs. So that will bring up Crystal Powell. Powell is 0 for 2. But she has a chance to give North Brunswick the lead here. She can get a base hit. And Dziranowski's first pitch is a fastball off the glove of Snyder, coming home and sliding in safely. Here's Nicolette Aloya. She is in, and we are tied at 2.
Come on, Crystal.
So now the game is tied. It's kind of like a Mookie Wilson type situation now, and it's ironic that Crystal Powell wears the number 1. But now she cannot be the GOAT here. And next pitch swung on and fouled off to the right, not a play. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Crystal Powell. And Dziranowski's next pitch, fastball misses up high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jackie Carlson is now at third. And next pitch, fastball misses inside. So 3 balls and 1 strike now on Crystal Powell. And Zieranowski's next pitch is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. And it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Jackie Carlson is on third. And Powell waiting from Zieranowski, and the next pitch is low, ball 4. So Powell gets the 2-out walk. That puts runners at first and third now. And it goes back to the top of the order. And Molly Kukler. Kukler is 2 for 3. She has singled and she has tripled, and she has a chance to help herself here. 2-2, bottom of the 6th. And first pitch in the dirt, around Wilson. Here comes the runner coming home. Carlson will score, and North Brunswick takes a 3-2 lead. And now heading to third is Powell, as she slides in safely. Crystal Powell heads up. She saw that nobody was paying attention to her, and she's able to swipe third. So wild pitch and a stolen base for Powell. The run scores. Carlson comes in. And now a conference on the mound for Colonia. Head coach Anne-Marie Sarana not liking the least bit of what she sees. So North Brunswick has taken a 3-2 lead here with a 2 spot in the 6th. And it's a 1 ball and no strike count on Molly Kukler. So the Lady Raiders will have a chance to win it now in the 7th. And next pitch swung on it and fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Kukler will try to bring home the insurance run. Next pitch swung on, and this is hit to left center field, and this one will be caught by Kristen Wright for the 3rd out. Side retired. But North Brunswick takes the lead. They score 2 runs. They do it on 1 hit, and they leave 1. So we will go to the 7th. North Brunswick, they're in front, 3-2 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning we go here at Community Park. Molly Kukler will try to finish it. North Brunswick with a 3-2 lead. Her first pitch to Becky Wilson is up high. Becky Snyder, rather, is up high for a ball. Ball 1. And next pitch swung on and fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Snyder is 1 for 2. She has struck out, and she has also singled for an RBI. So the Lady Raiders looking for their 7th win, particularly here on Senior Day. Next pitch swung on, and this is grounded over to third base, snagged by Calandria. She throws to first in time for the out. 1 man down. So now Molly Kukler 2 outs away. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Marissa Tenaro. Marissa Tenaro. Sorry, Pastor, didn't mean to interrupt you there. But for Tenaro, she has walked in her only plate appearance. And first pitch swung on and fouled off the mask of Tenaro. And it's 0-1. Tenaro wearing a mask on the helmet there. And luckily, good thing she did. So no balls and 1 strike. North Brunswick trying to put this one away here in the top of the 7th. Next pitch. Breaking ball in there at the knees for a called strike. And it's 0-2. Kukler has retired her last 5 hitters. And she's into the wind. Next pitch swung on, and this is hit to center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. So a 1-out base runner as Tenaro is on base for the second time today. Molly Kugler will ask for a new bright yellow ball. And that'll bring up Taylor Zimmerman. Zimmerman is 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. So we'll see if she's asked to sacrifice here. She's not. She's swinging first pitch. She takes for a ball. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here in the top of the 7th. Next pitch swung on and fouled straight back out of play. And the ball dog is right on it. 1 ball and 1 strike. So runner on first. And Kukler into the wind. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kukler has 3 walks on the day. She's been kind of spread them out, which I guess is a good thing. And next pitch, fastball up high, ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Kukler with the 3-1. That's up high, ball 4. And that'll move Marissa Tenaro down to second. That puts runners at first and second now with 1 out. 4th walk issued by Molly Kukler. And first pitch to Nicole Donahue is swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. So 0-1. And Kukler's next pitch is a fastball at the belt for a strike. And 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And Kukler into the wind. 0-2 pitch, fastball up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. North Brunswick 2 outs away from a victory here. Top of the 7th. Raiders 3, Patriots 2. Kukler hands up high into the wind. Next pitch swung on, popped up in the infield. Marilyn Moldowdy has it. She makes the catch for the second out. 2 away. And the Lady Raiders need 1 more. That'll bring up Renee Warwick. Warwick is 0 for 2 with a walk. And Kukler's first pitch is fastball up high and away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The rain has stopped here at Community Park. Finally. And next pitch is a fastball missing low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So Renee Warwick is all that stands between North Brunswick and their 8th win of the year. Kukler with the 2-0, fastball up high, ball 3. So now it's 3-0. I'm sure that Sarah Diller would just like to get this final out here and head on home. 3-0 pitch is a fastball at the belt for a called strike, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 out. Colonia with 2 on. And 3-1 pitch. This is outside, ball 4, and that'll load the bases. So Taylor Zimmerman moves down to second. Marissa Tenaro will move down to third. And the bases are loaded, and Danielle Sika, who scored 6 RBIs against the Raiders in their first meeting, is at the plate. Sika is 0 for 3. First pitch is a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. And now Kukler into the wind. 0-1 pitch swung on, and this is lined in the left center field, and that's going to be a base hit, and it's going to roll to the fence. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, 3 runs are in. As Tenaro, Zimmerman, and Warwick all score a 3-run double for Danielle Sika, and she kills the Raiders yet again. And Colonia now takes a 5-3 lead. So Danielle Sika got a pitch up in the zone as she could drive, as the Patriots were down to their final out. And she hit it to left center. And Colonia now takes the lead. So that'll bring up Kayla Zimmerman. Zimmerman is 1 for 3. First pitch, fastball up high, ball 1. Well, for North Brunswick's sake, they have to hold it here. And next pitch is a fastball up high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So the walks, in the end, come back to get Molly Cooker, as this one is swung on and fouled. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Kayla Zimmerman. Colonia now leads it 5-3. Yes, 5-3. And next pitch, swung on and fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Kayla Zimmerman. Molly Cooker was 1 out away, but not quite there. So next pitch is a fastball missing low. That brings the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. And next pitch, fastball inside, ball 4. Zimmerman draws the walk. And we're going to get time here. North Brunswick head coach Sarah Diller will head out to the mound. We'll see what she wants to do. Kristen Wright is due up, the 8th girl to bat here in the top of the 7th. And it looked like Molly Cooker had things well in hand. She got the first out with Becky Snyder, but then Marissa Tonaro singled. Taylor Zimmerman walked, but she got Nicole Donahue to pop out to short. So with 2 on and 2 out, she walked Renee Warwick to load the bases, and then left a fastball up to Danielle Sika, who drove it to left center field for a 3-run double to give Colonia a 5-3 lead. So she's trying to hold it here with Kristen Wright up and the bases loaded. And Cooker's first pitch swung on and cued foul towards the Colonia dugout. No balls and 1 strike. Wright is the 8th, as I said, the 8th young lady to bat here in the 7th. So, here on Senior Day, as the rain has finally stopped. Next pitch, Wright hits it to short, but Muldowney makes the leaping catch. 4 to third, outside, retired. So, a nightmare of a 7th inning for North Brunswick. Colonia gets 3 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 3. So, bottom of the 7th inning for North Brunswick, and it is now Colonia 5, North Brunswick 3 on the King James Radio Network.
McGruff here.
The crime dog?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna need your help. I've got an internet bully.
Okay, well, what you do is...
Maybe you could put a virus on her computer. Or a tracking device. Or a bug.
You don't have to do that, all you...
Or maybe we could get an attack dog. You ever see those attack dogs that can, rip a person's arm off? Seriously. Or like a SWAT team. A cyber SWAT team or something. Or like an army. Did you ever see that zombie army movie? We should get a zombie army.
Wait. All you need to do to stop an internet bully is delete their messages and never forward them on.
So, no zombies?
No zombies.
Bummer.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. For more information, visit ncpc.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, Crime Prevention Coalition of America, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Leanne Dzierżynowski, or check that, it's Dzierżynowski, if I have it right. Dzierżynowski is back out, and she will pitch her first to Alyssa Otero. Fastball up high for a ball, ball 1. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order for the Lady Raiders here in the bottom of the 7th. They need 2 runs. Next pitch, fastball at the knees for a called strike, and it's 1-1. It'll be Alyssa Otero, Marilyn Muldowney, and Emily Kurlander here in the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch, fastball swung on and popped up, and Becky Snyder will give it a look. It goes off the cage and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Otero will try to get on here. And Dzierżynowski with the 1-2. Fastball misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is senior day here at Community Park. 2-2 pitch is low, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Dzierżynowski will go ahead and get a new baseball here. So 3-2. And 3-2 pitch is up high, ball 4. And Otero is on with the leadoff walk. That's the third walk issued by Leanne Dzierżynowski. And that'll bring up Marilyn Muldowney, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI. So Otero is on first. Muldowney at the plate, and she's hit the ball hard all day. First pitch, swung on and hit foul down the left field line, headed toward the parking lot. So Muldowney with an 0-1 count. Dog said, I'm not getting that one. Dog said, you get it. And 0-1 pitch, up and in. Muldowney ducks out of the way. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Marilyn Muldowney, all 5'3" of her, will try to tie this one up for North Brunswick if she can. And 1-1 pitch, and it's on the inside corner. So 1-2, and the sun finally coming out here at Community Park. 1-2 pitch, fastball up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So perhaps maybe that's a good sign for the Lady Raiders. We'll see. It rained just about the entire game up until now. And a 2-2 pitch, swung on and chopped over to third. And throw to first from Klesny is in time to get Muldowney. Otero does move down to second. So 1 out. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Emily Kurlander. Kurlander is 0 for 3. And Dzierżynowski's first pitch is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. So we'll see as the 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled back. So now Kurlander in the hole at 0-2. Kurlander on her way to Keene University, one of the 4 seniors honored today here on Senior Day. Left-handed batter. 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rebecca Calandria stands on deck. 1-2 pitch. And held off on the swing. Pitch was up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Raiders need a base runner. They're down by 2. They have 1 already in Alyssa Otero at second. And 2-2 pitch swung on, hit the left field, but it's going to go foul and out of play. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And next pitch, fastball swung on and hit to left field, and this one will drop in for a base hit. It gets past Kristen Wright. Rounding third is Otero. She will come in to score. The throw comes into third, the slide, and she is safe. Emily Kurlander with an RBI triple to bring North Brunswick to within 1. It is now 5-4 Colonia. Emily Kurlander able to drop that in front of Kristen Wright. So 1 out in the inning. And that'll bring up Calandria as we get a new baseball. So Calandria is 3 for 3 today. First pitch, swung on and looped, right field. It's going to go over the head. Over the head of Tenero. Coming in to score and tie the game is Kurlander. On her way to third is Calandria. And no throw. She is safe. An RBI triple for Rebecca Calandria. And we are tied at 5. 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th for the Lady Raiders. And a conference on the mound for Colonia and head coach Anne-Marie Serrana. So back-to-back RBI triples from Emily Kurlander and Rebecca Calandria, as North Brunswick has tied it up, tied at 5 with the winning run at third base and still only 1 out. Nicolette Aloya is at the plate. Nicolette is 0 for 1. She has a sacrifice bunt. She has also walked and scored a run. So here we go. What a win this would be for the Lady Raiders. And first pitch. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. So the Lady Raiders were down to their final 2 outs. But they managed to come back. Next pitch is a fastball in the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Danny Franoff is on deck. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the last of the 7th. Next pitch. Ground ball, third base foul. So the count remains at 0-2. So yeah, I thought the sun coming out might be a good sign. So no balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. Next pitch is dropped, falls out of the hand. Is that a live ball? Apparently it is. No balk call. The ball just slipped out of the hand of Dzeznowski. I believe it's a ball. So 1-2 on Aloya. Next pitch, swing and a miss. High fastball out of the zone. Strike 3 for the 2nd out. First strikeout for Dzeznowski. And that'll leave it up to Danny Franoff. Franoff is 2 for 3. 2 singles. And a run scored. And first pitch, swung on, ground ball, hit to third, and Klesny throws over to first in time for the out. Side retired. So, for North Brunswick, they scored 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits. They leave 1. We will go to extra innings here at Community Park for our first softball broadcast. We will play extra innings. We go to the 8th. North Brunswick 5, Colonia 5 on the King James Radio Network.
Hi, this is Nick Mangold of the New York Jets. We're excited about the Jets' new home here in New Jersey, and we care about our new community. And that's why I want to tell you about 211. If you're facing foreclosure or having trouble feeding your family, whether it's a personal crisis or just an everyday concern, when you need help, dial 211. A caring professional who knows the community resources will help you find the answer. That's 211.
Welcome back to Community Park. Corbett Thompson here on the web at Ustream.tv and the King James Radio Network at jamesisking.com. We play extra innings. Here in North Brunswick, we go to the 8th. It is Colonia 5, North Brunswick 5, and Molly Cooker will go back out on the mound for inning number 8. These two teams met on April the 7th, and it went 8 innings. North Brunswick defeating Colonia 15-12 about 5 weeks ago. So here we go again. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Patriots. Samantha Klesny is the hitter, and her first swing pops it up to third. And an easy play for Rebecca Calandria for the first out. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 8th. And that'll bring up the catcher, Becky Snyder. Snyder is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. And Cougar's first pitch, fastball at the belt for a called strike. And it's 0-1. Cougar goes into the wind, hands up high, and next pitch, swing and a miss. Might have took something off of that. So now no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2. And Cougar into the wind. 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled up into the cage. And the Bulldog was ready. So it remains 0-2. So now all we have to do is dry off here at Community. As Cougar into the wind, 0-2 pitch, fastball misses up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the only extra inning game that North Brunswick has played this year. 1-2 pitch besides the one at Colonia. Now this one grounded to short, Mo Downeyfield. She throws to first. And it's in time for the second out. 2 men down, or 2 women down. And that'll bring up Marissa Tenaro, who is 1 for 2 with a walk. And so Kukler into the wind, first pitch, fastball at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Kukler's next pitch, fastball inside, and it's 1-1. And Kukler into the wind once again. Next pitch, this one is swung on and hit to left field. And to make the catch is Nicoletta Loya, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Colonia in the 7th. So, no runs on no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in North Brunswick. And it is North Brunswick 5, Colonia 5 on the King James Radio Network. And we get a bunt from Crystal Box on the first pitch. And it's apparently the runner is out. Home plate umpire saying that she stepped on the plate. I'm not sure if the ball hit her while she was out of the batter's box, and that's what happened. But she is ruled out, so it'll go as a unassisted to the catcher. So 1 out. And Crystal Powell is up. She bunts, and it goes foul down the first base side. So it's 0-1. Powell is actually, let's see, she has a walk. And next pitch is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. So Powell is down in the count 0-2, but Powell 0 for 2. And next pitch swung on, and this is grounded past third over to short. Taylor Zimmerman throws to first. Not in time. Powell beats it out. So Crystal Powell able to push it down the line, and she gets herself an infield hit, and she represents the winning run at first base. So that'll bring up Molly Kukler. Kukler is 2 for 4. She is triple and she is single. First pitch swung on it in the hole. It's going to be a base hit as it rolls into the outfield. Nice job by Kukler squeaking one through the left side. So Kukler is on. Powell stops at second with the winning run. And that'll bring up Alyssa Otero. Otero has walked twice. First pitch, fastball up high. Ball 1 from Leanne Zaznowski. Zaznowski with the pitch swung on and popped up right side. It's going to stay in the yard. And Daniel Sika makes the catch for the second out. So 2 out. The runners stay at first and second, and that will leave it up to Marilyn Muldowney. Muldowney is 1 for 4 with an RBI. And here's Zaznowski's first pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 5, North Brunswick and Colonia. Next pitch, fastball up high. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. And the clouds are starting to loom overhead again, so I got a feeling that we may see some more rain here in the not-too-distant future. So we'll see if North Brunswick can win it here. 2-0 pitch, swung on and fouled back. Well, Downey was a little bit out in front there. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, and 2 on here in the 8th. Crystal Powell is on second. Molly Kukler on first. And next pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop there by Becky Snyder. 3 balls and 1 strike. If Muldowney gets the base, then Emily Kurlander is up next. 3-1 pitch. Up high, ball 4. And so Marilyn Muldowney draws the walk. That loads the bases. Powell is the winning run. She moves over to third. Everybody else is secondary at this point. Kukler is at second. Muldowney at first, but Powell's the winning run. First pitch is a fastball at the knees to Emily Kurlander for a strike. 0-1. Kurlander is 1 for 4. An RBI triple her last time up. Next pitch, swung on and fouled back. And Kurlander is in the hole at 0-2. Emily Kurlander, one of the 4 seniors trying to win it on senior day here at Community Park. Left-handed batter is Kurlander. Leanne Zaznowski will come with the 0-2 and misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. And next pitch, swing on and foul tipped. It's foul tipped, and Becky Snyder could not hold on to it. It popped in and out of the mitt. So the at-bat's still alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. And Zaznowski with the 1-2. Swung on, grounded, over to short, over to get it to Zimmerman. Throw to first in time for the out. Side retired. So, North Brunswick loads them up, but could not get a run across. And so we will play on for the Raiders. No runs on 2 hits, and they leave 3. We've played 8 here at Community Park. It is Colonia 5, North Brunswick 5 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park. Corbett Thompson here on the web at Ustream.tv and the King James Radio Network at jamesisking.com. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Of course, high school baseball and softball, you only play 7, but we are in extra innings. It'll be 1, 2, 3 in the batting order for Colonia, starting with Taylor Zimmerman. She takes a fastball from Molly Kukler, who is out there for inning number 9, and it's ball 1. Taylor Zimmerman is 1 for 3 with a walk. Next pitch swung on, and this is looped to center field, but coming in to get it is the center fielder, Crystal Bosch, and that is the first out. So 1 down. Zimmerman was 1 for 2 with a walk. She had a sacrifice bunt. That'll bring up Nicole Donahue. As Molly Kukler into the line, her first pitch. Fastball misses up high for ball 1. Donahue, 0 for 2. She has also walked and been hit by a pitch. And next pitch had to jump out of the way inside. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. And Kukwer into the wind, and fastball in the dirt, misses low, ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. We play on here in the top of the 9th inning. Clouds once again looming overhead. 3-0 pitch. There's a fastball at the knees for a strike. And it's 3-1. So Molly Kukwer now with the 3-1. Swung on, and this is fouled off to the right and out of play. So now the count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So what a way to kick off our softball coverage here on the King James Radio Network. 3-2 pitch, fastball up high, ball 4. And so the 1-out walk to Donahue. And we're going to get time out here as the infield will confer. Sarah Diller is not going out to the mound, so this is just a player conference on the infield. But that is the 7th walk issued by Molly Kukwer today. Her first in extra innings. So that'll bring up Renee Warwick, who has 2 of those walks. And she squares the bunt. Kukwer's first pitch, pulls it back, and pitches up high for a ball. So it's 1-0. Kukwer needs to get an out here because Danielle Sika is up next. Next pitch, swung on and grounded over to second, and we'll go to first here with the play. Alyssa Otero, and it looks like a double play. She did get the tag. Otero tagging the runner on the way to second, and then able to throw to first for the double play. So a 4-4-3 double play from Otero to retire the side. So a nice job there by the senior Miss Otero. So Molly Kukwer able to withstand that walk. So for Colonia, no runs on no hits. They leave none. So we have played 8.5 here in North Brunswick. And it is Colonia 5, North Brunswick 5 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And first pitch swinging is Rebecca Calandria. She fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Leanne Dzesnowski back out for her 4th inning of work after Kayla Zimmerman pitched the first 5 for Colonia. Meanwhile, Calandria is 4 for 4. And next pitch swung on, and this is flied into right field. And Marissa Tenaro is there to make the catch for the first out. So Calandria had reached base every time up until a moment ago. So 1 down, and that'll bring up the left fielder Nicolette Aloya, who is 1 for 2 with a walk. And first pitch, fastball misses up and in for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So as we said, what a way to kick things off on the King James Radio Network with an extra inning game. And this one is swung on and fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm very impressed with that ball dog. I'm very impressed. That dog has gotten every foul ball that goes back there. Like I said, there's people that can't do that. Next pitch has popped up. High pop-up in the infield. And the second baseman, Nicole Donahue, calls for it. She makes the catch for the second out. So that will bring up the catcher, Danny Franoff. Franoff is 2 for 4. She has 2 singles. She's also hit into a fielder's choice and scored a run. First pitch, fastball at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1 as the lights have now come on here at Community Park. This game is crossed into the 2-hour mark. Next pitch, swung on, and this is looped in the infield. I don't think they'll have a play, and they don't. It dropped in between Samantha Kolesny, the third baseman, and Taylor Zimmerman, the shortstop. And an infield hit for Danny Franoff. And once again, courtesy runner for North Brunswick, Jackie Carlson, will step in. Carlson scored the tying run in the bottom of the, I should say she scored the lead run in the bottom of the 6th inning. So she will go ahead and run here for Franoff. And first pitch swinging is Crystal Bach. She fouls it off, and it's 0-1. Crystal is 0 for 4 today. So Leanne Zeznowski with our next pitch swung on, and Box once again fouls it off. And it's 0-2. Crystal a little bit out in front. So no balls and 2 strikes. And next pitch, fastball in the dirt. And runner goes, throw down to second, and she is safe. No, she's out. Looked like she beat the throw, but Jackie Carlson is tagged out at second base as she tried to go on the wild pitch. So, for North Brunswick, no runs on 1 hit. They leave none, and so we will play on. We will go to the 10th inning, and it is Colonia 5, North Brunswick 5 on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to Community Park. We go to the top of the 11th inning, and we are still tied at 5, North Brunswick and Colonia. And I see, now I get it. So in order to kind of speed things up, we get a runner to start. A runner immediately starts on second base. So an instant runner at second base. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. No balls and 1 strike to Samantha Klesny, who is 1 for 4. So Molly Kukla goes into the line, and pitch is swung on and bunted, and it's going to be a foul ball. Third base side. So that brings the count to 0-2 on Klesny. So runner at second. And next pitch is in there for a called strike 3 for the first out. So Kukler getting the strikeout there. So 1 out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Becky Snyder, who is 1 for 3. She has an RBI single to her credit. And Kukler's first pitch swung on and fouled left side out of play. It'll be 0-1. And we're here in the 11th inning, and that is Molly Kukler's 3rd strikeout of the game. So, courtesy runner at second. Next pitch is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. And it's 0-2. And unfortunately, because my scorebook is drenched from all the rain, it's hard to write here, but I'll get there. So 0-2 on Becky Snyder. Next pitch misses up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Imagine trying to write on wet paper. Not easy to do. So 1-2. Kukler's next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the second out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Molly Kukler. Her 4th, 3rd, and 4th of the game. So that'll bring up Marissa Tanaro. Tanaro is 1 for 3 with a walk. First pitch swung on and popped up, and this will come back here out of play. And it's no balls and 1 strike. So Kukler will try it again on an 0-1 count. And Kukler into the wind. Next pitch, fastball up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. By the way, Rachel Joe if I'm not mistaken, is the courtesy runner at second base. And next pitch is a fastball up high. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Marissa Tenaro. So here we go. Next pitch swung on, popped up in fair territory. Kudler makes the catch. Side retired. She got there toward the first base line, and she was able to make the grab for out number 3. So courtesy runner at second notwithstanding, Colonia goes down 1-2-3. And so we will play on. Bottom of the 11th we go. Colonia 5, North Brunswick 5 on the King James Radio Network.
Hi, I'm David Mazzella, pastor of Lighthouse Christian Fellowship, home of Cornerstone Christian School. Cornerstone is a private pre-K through 4th grade Christian academy located at 100 Hardenberg Lane in East Brunswick, New Jersey, right across from the Tamarack Golf Course. All studies show that it's in these first few years of your child's life where your moral compass is set. In other words, if you want your child to honor God and love others, it starts early. We've been here for over 25 years providing the highest level of excellence in moral values and academics. At Cornerstone, we work with parents to assure a nurturing environment that respects the home, family, and church. At Cornerstone, our class...
And next pitch. Swung on, and this is grounded. Foul down the third base line. So it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. The courtesy runner for North Brunswick, Kelsey Aloya, is on third. She started out the inning as second, moved over to third on Alyssa Otero's ground out. And Muldowney swings and fouls this one off. So still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mary Lynn. We talked about Muldowney is 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Muldowney facing Leanne Desnowski. Next pitch swung on, grounded, slow roller. It's going to go foul outside of third. So Muldowney will try it again at 1-2. We are in the bottom of the 11th inning. Muldowney is 1 for 3 with a walk and that RBI. Next pitch, fastball just missed inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. Here in the 11th. And next pitch. Swung on, and this is belted, but it's going to go foul down the left field line. Muldowney pulling that one again. She's hitting it hard, but everything is hooking foul. So still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Desnowski into the 2-2. Fastball misses low, ball 3. So a full count on Muldowney with 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kelsey Aloya at third. Next pitch, fastball up high, ball 4. So Muldowney gets the 1-out walk, which puts her at first, and now she will trot down to second. I guess that's the way it goes with the rule. So Muldowney at second. Now her run is inconsequential. The winning run is at third. And first pitch is swung on and missed by Emily Kurlander for strike 1. Kurlander is 1 for 5 on the day. She has an RBI triple. Next pitch, swung on and shot over towards third. Klesny will go to the plate, and ball is dropped, and she is safe. And North Brunswick will win it. So how about that? And the North Brunswick Lady Raiders pull off an 11-inning victory, 6-5 over the Colonia Patriots here at Community Park. That one was a high fastball off the bat of Emily Kurlander. And Kelsey Aloya slides in under the tag. She probably would have been safe anyway, but who knows. But Becky Snyder could not hang on to the baseball, and North Brunswick, after they were down 5-3, comes back and wins it. Lady Raiders were down to their final 2 outs. And so the Lady Raiders now go to 7-11 on the season. And they will move on as they gear up for the GMC tournament next week. So, for North Brunswick, 1 run on 1 hit, and they leave 2. So, give the game-winning RBI to Emily Kurlander. And so the Raiders are now 7-11 on the year. So Kurlander finishes with 2 RBIs. And final score here from North Brunswick is North Brunswick 6, Colonia 5. Back to talk about it in a couple of minutes. You're listening to North Brunswick Raiders Baseball live on the King James Radio Network. Welcome back to North Brunswick Raiders Baseball. You're now part of the North Brunswick Raiders postgame show as North Brunswick defeats Colonia 6-5 here in 11 innings. And have with me one of the seniors here on Senior Day, Emily Kurlander, and sophomore pitcher Molly Kukler. I hope I'm saying that right. Yes, Molly Kukler. All right. So, Emily, I'll start with you. You had a couple of RBIs today, the game winner. Being a senior now, Senior Day, how much did that mean to you to come out here and any one of the seniors, but how much did it mean to you for you to get the game winner there?
It means a lot. Like playing with this, I played with these girls for a while, so struggling for a while and coming back to beat a team that we have beat before, and it was a high-scoring game last time. It just means a lot to stick together and pull it out for everybody. Yeah,
it just seems like I read about the game, the 15-12 game there. Did you think that this was going to be that when the game started because it was raining? Maybe the ball was a little slippery for Molly there. So did you think it was going to be that type of game?
We played them twice before. The first time was the high-scoring game. The second time I came into the game, not going to lie, I came in there thinking that it was just going to be just as easy. But, they put us in our place, and I wasn't as cocky this time. But, we got it done, so it's all good.
So talk about that last at bat, the game-winning hit there. You probably wanted to hit it about 500 feet, but nice roll on the ground. So what pitch did you see there that you at least got the bat on?
I mean, I grounded out a few times before, but seeing it, just wanted to drive it. But you got to just base hits, and I just put my all in it and see what I can get out of it. So it worked. So do you feel like this could maybe carry you forward a little bit? I know that you guys have lost some tough games this year. Do you feel like this could at least give you a little bit of momentum and carry you forward? You got the county tournament next week, so do you feel like this helps at all? Yes, I do. There's a lot of tough teams out there, especially Colonia, and when we play good, we play good. Of course, everybody has their losses, but it's kick us in the right direction. As one of the seniors, do you feel like you have to say anything to the girls from this point forward to, you kind of be the encourager, or any pep talks or anything like that? Absolutely. As a senior and a captain, everybody should feel that they got the pressure on them, that they need to, they've been here long, they got to, step it up. But, we're a team. We have to work together. Even though we have our ups and downs, we all work together and it pulls through. Emily, congratulations on the big hit there, and I guess about a little dribbler about 50 feet or so, but it got the job done. So congratulations, good luck the rest of the way. Thanks. Emily Kurlander, and now Molly Kukler. 11 innings. I've been doing this a while. I've never seen, especially for a sophomore, 11 innings. How's your arm feel?
It's feeling pretty good. I mean, I've played 3 games in a day, so this is just 2 games in a row. Oh, so this is nothing for you. Well, I usually have someone to back me up, but this was good too. So when you're out there now for the 8th inning, the 9th inning, the 10th inning, does your mind either drift because you've been out there so long, or do your focus get better because it gets more intense with every inning? I think I got more focused because it was more intense. Halfway through the game, that's when your mind kind of starts to wonder what's for dinner, but this is the end is where you got to step it up. So talk about the fact that
you were able to stay away from the walks early on, at least. You had, a couple of walks, I think, through the first, 3-4 innings. Is that something you've been working on, is trying to gain your control? I see you're not hitting a lot of batters, at this point in the season, so I think you hit one today and that was it. So is that something that you're focusing on, is just trying to better control, where the ball's going?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple ticks in my motion that I'm trying to work out, and I've been doing that. The past 2 games have been really good for me, and I was hoping this one would be just like it, and I lost it for a bit, but I got it back. So that was what mattered. Now,
when you guys were down there in the 7th inning, you're down by 2 runs, what are you thinking? Did you kind of see this happening, or what was going through your mind there in the bottom of the 7th there, down by 2?
Oh, it was really nerve-wracking for me because I've gotten hit off these girls before, and I know where they hit it, and I was just trying to keep it away from there, but they hit it there anyway, which is unfortunate.
And your day at the plate, I was looking at your, let's see, you got you had that triple there to lead off the game, and then got a couple of singles. So how do you feel at the plate right now? Are you feeling pretty good?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. I was hoping that triple would repeat itself later on, but she caught the ball.
Yeah, I mean, there were some hard hit balls like Mary Lynn. She hits everything hard, everything going towards the snack shack there. So if I were them, I'd probably put up some rubber or something up there. But how do you feel? What you see, kind of sense what direction this team is going in right now. Here you are. You're 7-12 now. So, where do you see the team kind of the rest of the way here? I mean, you still got some time as far as you go, but I'm sure for the seniors like Emily, you guys would like to try and go out on a high note. So, what do you see the rest of the way? Do you feel like you guys have to work on?
I feel like we need to finish strong. We got our hitting back today, but we've had problems with that recently. So we just need to really bear down and focus and want to get as far as we can in GMCs and finish really strong for our team.
Well, it took 6 innings, but you guys got it done. And any special, I guess, pitch that you want to work on that, because you don't throw a lot of off-speed stuff, not a lot of off-speed, not a lot of curveballs. Anything special that you're trying to work on here, the rest of the season?
Well, my favorite pitches are drop and screwball, so I need to work on the outside pitches. I have a drop curve and a changeup as well. And my changeup I've been less confident in lately, so I didn't throw a lot of it today, especially because it got hit quite a bit recently because haven't been working as well. So I need to work on that, yeah.
Screwball.
Yeah, I love my screwball.
Interesting. By the way, that dog's amazing. You should, if you could have a 10th in the field there, somebody should, because that dog catches everything. I've seen people that can't do that, what that dog does. Goes into the trees and everything. So now, crazy question, does that give you any kind of, I guess, motivation or inspiration, if you will?
She gives us a lot of laughs. It's really funny to watch other teams' reactions to her. They're all like, oh, and we're just like, that's our dog.
Very interesting. Well, Molly, congratulations. I'll let you guys go because I see the rest of your teammates are waiting for you, so I'm sorry. But congratulations on the win, 11 innings, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Molly Kukler, Emily Kurlander here on Senior Day. I thank them as North Brunswick wins it 6-5 in 11 innings over the Colonia Patriots. And, well, I tell you what, as we said, our maiden voyage here on the King James Radio Network, and, what can you say? This one in the almost not quite the 3-hour mark, but pretty close. So, my thanks to Mr. Joel Chesler, as I said before, and head coach Sarah Diller. And so the North Brunswick Lady Raiders, they get it done here today by a score of 6-5. So we will come back and we will wrap it all up in just a moment. You're listening to North Brunswick Raiders softball on the King James Radio Network and JamesIsKing.com. We'll be right back.
There are 1.5 million children living in single-parent households due to the death of a parent. Grieving children often feel alone, different, and misunderstood. Experience Camps gives them a place to play, laugh, and cry with other kids who get it. I'm Candace Wiggins. My father died when I was 4 years old, and this has shaped who I am today. I wish there was a camp like this when I was a kid. To find out more about Experience Camps or helping grieving children, visit www.experience.camp.
I think I'm about ready to come back anyway. So welcome back to Community Park. This one is a final as the North Brunswick Lady Raiders, in our maiden voyage of softball on the King James Radio Network, they defeat the Colonia Patriots by a score of 6-5 in 11 innings. Molly Kukler going the distance, pitching all 11 innings. And the Lady Raiders win it on an infield hit. in the bottom of the 11th inning from Emily Kurlander as she scores, she drives in the winning run. Kelsey Aloya scores the winning run for North Brunswick. So let's get to the final totals as Mr. Joel Chesler is waiting for me to... I'm sorry, Molly Cooker scored the winning run. How about Molly Cooker scores the winning run, Emily Kurlander drives her in. So we will go ahead and do the final totals before I get unplugged here. For the North Brunswick Raiders, it is 6 runs on 13 hits, and the Raiders had 1 error. So you can imagine if they had kicked themselves for losing this game. The Lady Raiders had left 11 men on base. So 6 runs, 13 hits, 1 error for North Brunswick. They left 11. For Colonia, 5 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. And they left almost just as many. Colonia left 11 as well. So the winning pitcher is Molly Kukla. She goes 11 innings, 5 earned runs, 5 hits, 7 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Emily Kurlander gets the game winner, 1 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Also of note, I should throw in there that Rebecca Calandria got 4 hits on the day, including an RBI triple, to bring it to within 1 in the 7th. And so, we won't even try to recap this one. We'll let you guys read about it in the papers. But my thanks to Mr. Joel Chesler, my thanks to head coach Sarah Diller. So we'll go ahead and get out of here from Community Park in North Brunswick. Our next broadcast will be on the baseball side tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday, May the 9th, when the North Brunswick Raiders take on the Edison Eagles. Game time from Guido Latoris Field at North Brunswick Township High School will be at 3:45, and that is when we will be on the air. So, until tomorrow, this is Corbett Thompson saying good night. Godspeed. Thanks once again for listening. Your final score in 11 innings, North Brunswick 6 and Colonia 5. Have a good night.